about to talk about one of my favorite coaches who I've never met, but damn it when I do, respect to you, Nick Saban, the GOAT of college football coaching. Man, I love Nick Saban for one quote in particular when he said, "There are no such things as defending champions." I was like, damn, that's deep. He was like, this team ain't the exact same as that team. The coaching staff is not the exact same, right? Because in success, they poach you, or graduation, or guys tap out, or whatever it may be, or we got new recruits. Point being, there's no such thing as defending champions. Day one, this is a new team. Y'all go out there and win a championship. All right, tremendous. We all know Nick Saban, blah, blah, blah. He's the man. But he went there on his player yesterday. So, freshman football player Tony Mitchell was arrested for possession of marijuana with intent to distribute last week. I guess he was watching BMF like me and wanted to really live it out. Reportedly driving at 141 miles an hour. I've been there before, but didn't get caught, as he attempted to flee from cops. I never did that. What the hell wrong with him? Okay, so we got weed on us. We ain't trying to just smoke it. It ain't just a gummy. You trying to slang it. You going 141 leaving the cops. And head football coach Nick Saban suspended him from the team indefinitely. Yeah, he needs a strong message, scared straight message. All right, Saban then issued a statement, a strong one, and it was kind of a shot at the basketball coach, Nate Oats. Remember what happened with the basketball program? I'll tell you if you forgot. Everybody's got an opportunity to make choices and decisions. There's no such thing as being in the wrong place at the wrong time. We need to stop right there. Damn, Nick Saban. I thought that no defending champions was the best quote. What? This sucker said no such thing as being in the wrong place at the wrong time. He's talking about when you're making a choice and decision. I get it, Nick. You have to be responsible about who you're with, who you're around, what you do, and who you associate yourself with, along with the situations you put yourself in. Now, what caught everyone's attention was the quote when he said, "There's no such thing as being in the wrong place at the wrong time." You remember, that's nearly the quote that the coach of the basketball team, Oats, gave when his star player, Brandon Miller, was accused of bringing a gun to a murder scene involving the basketball player, Darius Miles, right? Remember that? Now, Miles got charged with capital murder, blah, blah, blah. But everybody's like, oh, shot at coach. They in the same organization, same program, right? Wrong spot at the wrong time, Oates said at a press conference earlier, talking about Miller's involvement. Now, you thought it was just like that simple. Nick, you did the right thing, suspended your player. Then you gave him some strong statements and some words of wisdom. Then you caught a stray, you shot a stray at your other coach for not doing enough in that moment. But what goes around comes around. Boy, I love this world, man. So someone kind of took notice that, it's interesting that these two things are not analogous, right? Like, Nick, why are you taking a kind of, maybe it was a subliminal, maybe it was overt, but it was a shot at Oats when this is not in season for you, suspending a freshman versus suspending potentially the best college basketball player in the country, right? So you're talking about Miller, who's the man, and you're talking about Tony Mitchell, who's a freshman trying to find his way, 4-star recruit. Off season, in season. Would Nick have done this if this was, I hate to put this on Bryce Young, but he was their best player, Bryce Young, before a big game or during the season? I say yeah, right? Wouldn't you? But they're not level, right? So now taking a shot at somebody when they're dealing with a different set of circumstances, therefore different set of consequences, was that fair? So now the tide has turned a little bit on Nick Saban, pun intended. So now let's talk about this. This dude got caught with, let me tell you this, 226 grams of marijuana. All you weed heads out there or drug dealers, tell me if that's a lot or not. 226 of anything sound like a lot. 226 pennies is $2. So I don't know. $7,000 in cash. Okay, now that NIL hitting. Sucker got 7 G's. I ain't got 7 G's on me. The sucker got 7K and a loaded gun. in his car last week. Explains 141 miles an hour trying to evade the cops. It explains the end of Set It Off, lighting a cigarette Latifah. Explains trying to get up out of there. I get it. Because, damn it, in college, you got all this on you? Now, we all know that incentives shape behavior. So, Nick Saban was incentivized, as a lot of coaches are, is to go up there and kind of grandstand in this moment. Set an example, right? This is how you get the discipline of your entire team. I've always said this about coaches. They will look at their pecking order. Number one player to, at Alabama? Number 100. 1 through 100. Now, when they mess up, you always find the highest guy you can without it really affecting you. So, player 24, player 37. You never go to number one. That guy is Teflon. You try to make him exempt unless it's just $2,000 and you got to do something. But in terms of team suspensions and things like this, you find the guy is high enough to send a message, but low enough where it won't affect the program. And then it's you, Tony Mitchell. I don't know how Nick Saban, once these details get out and people really hear, he evaded the cops. He was going 141 miles an hour. He had 226 grams on him, 7K, and a loaded gun. I believe in second chances, but do you want that mixed in with your team? Like, it only one bad apple spoils the bunch. And you're talking about a mob mentality. One thing about a football team, it's a mob mentality. One character can take it off course. Why? Because we always gonna act a little more because we always mobbing. We always together. We're a team, the ultimate team sport. It's gonna be interesting to see what happens to my man Tony Mitchell, but damn it, I don't understand it. I don't know what you were doing. And in terms of Nick Saban and him working these issues out with Oats, you know Nick Saban run that state, so certainly he runs that campus. I don't think Oats gonna say a damn thing.